You think you've got it rough. My step-monster hates me. She's crazy jealous. And crazy! Like wanting to kill me crazy! She had me scrubbing the palace steps, and her servants... Guess we can't call them that anymore. Her unpaid interns did that already. So I got to sit outside on my hands and knees and sing to the birds. Which I guess did require recleaning the palace steps. Anyway, she'd go shopping with Daddy's black card. He's deceased. She'd come home with bags of stuff and do an unwanted fashion show for the poor magic mirror. He had the patience of a saint. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, remember, I said she wanted me dead. She promised to pay some huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and bring back her heart in some lined box. Creepy. I told you she was crazy. Yes, I am entirely grateful. The huntsman was a softie and kind of had a little crush on me. It's yes, I took to my advantage. And I mean, I'm quite partial to my heart. And yes, I was ecstatic when I found a home and they took me in, especially after that fiasco with that biatch Goldie's breaking and entering and trashing the bear's house and blaming it on the bear cub. And me, I'm still dealing with tanking of my 850 credit score. I'm now in the low 300s. And I don't even know how she did it. Whatevs. You and I both know what happens to girls like that. You know she's gonna get off scot-free. Twist a blonde little tendril of hair around her fingers, pout, flash a toothy smile, a bit of cleavage, and poof, bye-bye record. Yeah. Oh my God! So anyway, imagine being cooped up in a home with 7 men. No, not like the smoking hot guys from the Bachelorette kind of way. 7 short, smelly, greasy, hairy, who left their clothes and dishes all over the damn place. Dwarfs. I mean, little people. Grouchy was a total D-bag. I mean, unpleasant person. He's unnaturally obsessed with Goldie. I found her photo inside of his pillow when I was making her bed. He's old enough to be her. Oh, God. Ugh, just ew. And sniffly. I mean, has he not heard of antihistamine? He said he wasn't on coke, but I don't know. And they squabbled like children. See this? This used to be ebony, luscious ebony locks. But after a few months with this handful, I was completely and totally gray. Well, dummy promised he could dye it back to my natural color. I guess my first mistake was trusting a guy named Dummy, not even a nickname. Thus, the blue, which is cool because it's trending now, but really? In that house full of unruly men, what did a girl have to do to get a thank you? I'm not sure what they were doing before I arrived. There was a shoe on the counter, and a sock, and a shoe, an actual muddy work boot inside a pot on the stove. So there I was, up at 5 a.m., fixing 7 breakfasts. 7 different breakfasts. PhD was vegan. Sniffly, of course, was gluten-free. Joyful seemed to live off these brownies he wouldn't let me touch. Dummy did black coffee for breakfast. It's boozy for snoozy. Sheepish ate whatever I fixed. And Grouchy? Of course, nothing I ever did came close to Goldie's frickin' porridge. Oh my God. So off to work they go. Hi-ho, it's off to work they go. And I was left to my own devices, which meant breakfast dishes, yesterday's laundry, dinner prep for tonight, for that night, with all the beautiful animals coming to visit. Do you ever think what forest animals do when they're stuck in a house with a human? Clean bed sheets, clean counter, clean floor. Not anymore. It's the identical thing they do out in nature. It wasn't pleasant or something to sing about. It just meant more cleaning for me. Grouchy, joyful, snoozy, sheepish, sniffly, dummy, PhD warned me not to open the door to a stranger. The perfume was a dead giveaway. Same height if she wasn't stooped. Basically the same weight. Yeah, she claimed she was a size 6, but there's no way. Same features, but a longer nose and a mole. And she didn't do much to mask her voice. I knew it was my stepmonster. She wore the same perfume every time she went to visit the magic mirror. You'd think I took her apple because I was naive. God, no. I just needed a break. And when I'm finally resting, that godforsaken man stumbled across my body encased in glass and just assumed I was up for a makeout session? I hadn't even brushed my teeth. I was sleeping. Who kisses you when you're drugged to sleep? Besides Bill Cosby. The dwarfs. Little people. Warned me about strangers, but let me, barely functioning, barely awake, disappear into the sunset on horseback with a total stranger. I mean, he was hot, but really, he could have been a serial killer. Maybe he wanted my heart. Or worse. Anyway, fast forward a few months, and I'm fully awake now and preparing to become a princess to His prints. Yeah, I totally lucked out. And my fashion sense is so much better. My stepmonster is awaiting sentencing for first-degree premeditated attempted murder, thanks to my husband-to-be. And at least there's only one man I have to clean up after now. So I guess there's that. Happily ever after! Happily ever after.